Hello everyone, welcome to Be Positive with Bally episode number 11. Now, if you see the links at the bottom, you can see a lot of writings, a lot of descriptions. There's a button called subscribe. Please do click it. That would mean a lot to me. Click share. That will mean a lot to me, even double mean a lot to me. And also, if you see that bell icon, I do not know what it does, but just hit it, because apparently when you click the bell icon, you will get to know, or you will get the notification whenever I post another video. It's not that I do not know, but I'm just trying to be funny. Thank you. Now, I wanted to add some value through these dialogue sessions. Apart from conversing with guests on this dialogue, I wanted to add some value by adding a message. Now, this message for today, which is going to be the first message I'm sending out, will be on kindness. Be kind to one another. It doesn't cost you anything. You can start by saying hello to your neighbor, greeting a stranger down the street, or complimenting a waiter who's attending you in a restaurant. And that impact, it may not be big. People will be influenced. Your friends will be influenced by seeing, hey, you're being kind, and they will also start doing that. That will create a wave, and before you know it, you will see the entire society start doing that as well. So be kind to one another. So moving on, that was not bad. Now moving on to our guest for this week. He started his journey as a tabla player, went to Dole, so that qualifies him as a percussionist. And then he took his talent, he mixed it up with amazing tracks, and he does shooting, records his own video in a different angle, different style on social media sites, mainly in Instagram, gets a lot of crazy traction. And recently he discovered he's a singer as well, which upgraded him being an artist now. He's a really talented friend of mine. I'm speaking about Shaunvinda. Let the dialogue begin. Hi, Sean. Hello.
Hi, Bally.
Okay, Sean, let's cut to the chase. I know everything about you from your introduction, from your videos. You have elevated yourself from a percussionist to an artist, and you upload amazing videos. Before we get started, I want to congratulate you. I want to say, good job, man. I'm really happy for you.
Thank you very much, Bally. Appreciate it.
Okay, so where did this story started? Where did you started and got your talent as a percussionist? I think because that was where this whole story started, right?
Yeah. So, starting at a very young age, growing up in a Punjabi household, being Punjabi, I was exposed to many Punjabi instruments, especially going to the Gurdwara. I used to
Mm-hmm.
play tabla there, so that's how I picked up tabla. And then I used to go for weddings and geet. I used to observe people playing the tolki. So, like from a very young age, I showed lots of interest, and my parents, they exposed me to lots of the Punjabi culture. Even my grandparents, they emphasized culture a lot. So basically,
Mm-hmm.
that's how I picked up since a very young age playing these instruments, and then singing just came along.
Okay, so not many people got the idea of mixing songs, posting it on social media spaces, or even shooting yourself as a superstar in a cowboy ranch, or putting a marshmallow mask or headgear, whatever they call it, and playing a dole. How did this whole ideas started, or how did you generate such ideas? Where does it come from?
So basically, I mean, most of the people who back then who do videos, they were just in one genre. They were just focusing on, if you're doing Punjabi music, you're doing Pangra, so you just focus on Pangra. If you're doing Western, you focus on Western. But then I thought to myself that I listen to many genres, so why not I fuse them together? Do something like a fusion. So because not many people do that these days, so I just thought of doing something new, create mixing the chemistry of two things and making it one. And glad that people actually enjoyed it.
Okay, so I know people enjoy it as well. So do you get a lot of attention from the ladies as well?
So I mean, at the start you wouldn't know, what is it like to do something experimental. It was purely very experimental. I just went with the flow, and I mean, yeah, the ladies, they enjoyed it. I mean, even a fair share of men's.
Okay, so John, posting a video on an average, I see that you get 5,000, 7,000, 10,000. It's reaching 15,000. Some of them are even like 20,000 and above. So posting videos on social media, you're getting a lot of traction on this, and people are following you. Your profile is growing. So you see that the growth is going really fast. It's really going like rapid. And how do you feel about that? I mean, what do you feel about that, and how do you respond to that? Because you see, the whole idea is that a lot of people post things online. They don't get likes, they don't get comments. But the topic today is about being creative. You think outside the box a lot. So my question, I'm going to break it down. The first part is, you know, where do you get your ideas, or how does that creative part comes in? How do you plan each of your posts? Do you plan it?
Yeah, actually, I do have my plan for every post.
Hmm.
It's a general structure, or I would say a process that I follow.
Hmm.
So I did recently. I did one of the videos. It's Ramtha Jogi and Old Town Road with the tabla.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
by a DJ named Tasha. So I was just, nowadays everyone's on TikTok. It's trending. Anything that's on TikTok is basically trending. So I was thinking to myself that what if I combine the culture of TikTok with my tabla covers, and
hmm,
so I just gave it a shot, like using the TikTok effects, like you disappear, you pop out of nowhere. It was
right.
just purely experimental again. So I just gave it a shot, and it happened. It turned out to be really good. So it followed on with another cover which I did. It was Zara Zara and another viral song, Cradles, in TikTok.
Hmm.
So I just combined Instagram and TikTok. And for the process, basically, whatever I do, I test it out first. Like maybe have a secondary account. Like you don't straight away post it. You post it on another account. You see the quality. You check the sound, the lighting, because little things like this might make a huge effect on your videos. So
Correct.
basically, that's the process. Yeah.
So, does it bother you? Do you get stressed up, or does it like affect you when you post and you don't get a lot of traction, or does that come along as well?
Yeah, for me, I set a certain threshold where I need, not to say need, where I would be happy if I achieve that certain mark. And if at some instances, I do not achieve, and I analyze back, like, why is this not
Hmm.
getting enough attention? Why is this getting enough attention? So I learn from my mistakes, I analyze, and then, maybe the lighting was bad, the music was too long, and there was no content that make the viewers glue to your content. I
Right.
mean, to the video. So I learn from those videos, and then I try to improve for the next ones. Yeah.
Because when I see your content, which is mostly on Instagram,
Yeah.
it's not really like the ones which you get to see on a general post by a lot of people. They're trying to follow the trends, and your posts are very light-hearted. It's really cool. That means that it's nice to see. People are not going to get offended, because even when you do some funny videos as well, it doesn't offend anyone. So do you put that into consideration whenever you're making any post?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I mean, no one wants to get hatred for no reason. I mean,
Right.
my main motive is to entertain everyone,
Mhm.
to make everyone happy, and to not make any mistakes in a public place, in front of big social media. So I think I watch my steps very well. Yeah, so far.
So, John, when you're posting all this stuff or the videos on Instagram, do you get noticed on the street? Like, some people come and say, "Hey, I've seen your video." Have you got that before?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Not very much, because I don't have that much followers, but
Right.
I happened a few times. I got noticed. Some people say like, "Hey, are you the one?" Especially after being featured on Harvin Skin's Instagram Live,
Yeah.
he had quite a number of viewers. So I mean, thanks to him, I got a lot of feature.
Yeah, I've seen that video as well. The one which you did the cover with from the guy's drip report sketches. Isn't it called sketches?
Yeah, sketches. Yep.
Light up sketches. But even my wife, I was showing my wife the video, and she said, "You're really, really talented." But speaking about talent, how are you discovering so much of creativity and ability to entertain people? Like, for instance, your cover of Channa Mere as well. Did you know that you were very good singer?
No, it was that was the moment for me to decide whether I can sing or not. I mean, I will let the audience decide, because sometimes we can't decide for ourselves. So
Hmm.
certain things, you got to let the people speak.
Hmm. Okay, so now, fun question. I know you're from the Penang Island, you're Penang boy, and I just want to say, okay, Penang food versus any food around the world, which one would you choose?
Definitely Penang. I mean, we have our authentic dishes and
Right.
all, but nothing. One of the best things about coming back home is definitely the food.
Hmm.
Because I studied in KL for 4 years, 4 years plus. Had a tough time adapting to the food there. I mean, it's great. They've got good food, but you can't compare to Penang's food. Even in fact,
Okay,
it's cheaper over here.
so since we are on the topic of food, if you could choose and live for the rest of your life eating only one type of food, can be anything,
Ooh,
what would it be?
one. I think it would definitely be the nasi kandar.
I do not know why, but I knew that you're going to answer the nasi kandar, bro.
Yeah, I was contemplating between char kway teow and nasi kandar, but I would go for nasi kandar.
Right. And next fun question I have for you is that if you're given an ability or a superpower, which
Ooh,
superpower would you choose?
are there any options or any
No,
superpower?
anything. Anything.
Hmm, probably not sleep.
What? Not sleep.
I mean, if I don't sleep, I could use that time to do something.
Wow. Not bad, Sean. Okay, Sean, before we wrap this up, I have a couple of more questions. I think a very
Right.
serious question to you that, uh, you are from this generation coming up, going to college and, doing things, doing different things for yourself. I think I wanted to get your opinion. What is the most important factor which drives this generation? Because I'm sure that our viewers are not only the young ones, probably the ones who are from 30s to the 40s as well, who are watching. So, what is the main driver which drives this generation today, which drives you?
I mean, the only thing that's driving me to wanting more, being more hungry, is that having the passion for something and visualizing yourself where would you be for in the next 10 years, in the next 5 years,
Mhm.
and then breaking them into small steps, like maybe for the day, for the week, for the month, for the year. Most people, they do not understand that big steps often start from small steps, so they straight away go for the big picture. And if you set your priorities right, you balance your lifestyle. I mean, the younger generation, we just you just want to have fun, um, do things, but having a right priority and taking things one step at a time is very important.
Okay. Now, one message to those who are watching.
Oh, one message, right? I mean,
They are your followers, I'm
do
sure.
not,
I'm sure they are your
yeah,
followers, they're your friends, they're your fans. So, what would you tell them?
right. Do not or never ever belittle or think small about yourself, because you are more than what you think.
Wow. You know, you just like took me, wow, what a shot. What a nice thought. Thank you, Sean. Thank you so much. Now, before I give you the surprise, the final golden question is, what's next for Sean? I'm sure that you're working in so many different projects, but where do you want to see yourself in 5 years? Or what are you thinking when you think about Instagram? When you think about this whole project which you're doing, this whole creative journey which you have, and you know that you're really good, and you have the edge for it, and you have that ability in to entertain and put good content on Instagram and all the other social media sites. So, what is next for you? What are you planning?
I mean, the ultimate goal is definitely to be one of those influencers who
Hmm.
entertain people, who convey a message through the content. But
Hmm.
I'm definitely working with lots of people. Like recently, I worked with Balin Kashmir. So
Oh.
he had this idea of making an IGTV series or post called Vanakkam Indian. So it's
Hmm.
basically a video where we spread message and bring up young talents. Like he gave me this opportunity. So I
Hmm.
think that would be a long running project as well. And besides that, I've got lots of more covers to do, more projects, and even in fact looking at taking out songs.
Hmm. Okay. So, Sean, for more songs, for more covers, for more brilliant projects, I wish you only the best and only the best, because I know that you are a rising star. And that's why I wanted to get you on the dialogue session to hear you, to hear your ideas, to see how you speak about the things which you do best. So I want to thank you so much, and as a token of appreciation, our partners Desi Tadka will be sending you some food. I know you're in Penang right now, so I
Yeah.
will have a replacement idea about that. And what we're going to do is that I know that you're coming down in KL sometime soon, right?
Yep.
Yes. So once you're down,
Yep.
trust me, Desi Tadka food, full buffet spread for you, and it's going to be amazing. I hope you're going to be enjoying it with me, but I'm going to be, holding on to whatever I eat because I'm counting my calories these days. But anyways, sending you good vibes again, positive energy always, John. Bye bye. That was Sean on episode number 11. Thank you so much for watching. A big shout out to my partners. Content by Be Strategic. Digital artwork, DH Creation. Food, Desi Tadka. Video live streaming and production, Mosaic Productions. I truly value each and every one of you for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode of Be Positive with Bally. Bye bye.